This is ABC 7 News at 6.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. I'm Beth Jones. First tonight, political leaders of Maine continue to speak out following Maine lobster appearing on Monterey Bay Aquarium's Seafood Watch Red List. Legislators have written directly to the California-based organization providing additional research to counter their claims and request an immediate reversal of that Red List decision. Maine lobster was added to the Red List as a protection tactic for North Atlantic right whales swimming in the Gulf of Maine. Advocacy group Maine Guarding Right Whales reports fewer than 350 North Atlantic right whales are currently in existence.
There has never been a case of a right whale that was killed due to entanglement in Maine lobster gear. This listing makes absolutely no sense. My worry is that they will be unaware that this is not a scientifically based decision.
Senator Susan Collins says retailers often utilize Seafood Watch decisions when making purchases, which is why her office plans to continue reaching out to retailers with information supporting Maine lobster men and safety measures they've taken already to protect whales. Well, the Hampden Fire Department trained yesterday for Mayday situations. The department's rapid intervention crews practiced locating members who simulated being trapped, ensuring them adequate air supply, and taking them to safety. Crews also trained for rescues in confined spaces and with high-angle rescue techniques. Well, a man in Burnham earned a life-saving achievement award for his actions in saving a woman from a burning car. Our Matthew Jaroncic has the story.
She is alive and well today because of Tristan's actions that night.
A crash happened in Burnham August 6th around midnight. According to Waldo County Sheriff Jeremy Trafton, Tristan Poulin was home when he heard a loud sound.
We had a young woman who lost control of her vehicle and ran off the road, flipped the car over, and Tristan heard the crash. He actually ran outside in his stocking feet. The car was already on fire.
Sheriff Trafton says Tristan Poulin reacted in the moment.
Tristan ran out barefoot and grabbed her and got her. He tried to get her out of one side of the car and couldn't get the doors open. He ran around to the other side as the flames were spreading in the vehicle, and he was able to get that door open. He pulled her out and pulled her to safety.
Sheriff Trafton says Poulin's effort meant a lot to the entire Waldo community, and his quick thinking earned him a life-saving achievement awarded by the Sheriff's Department. Trafton says this award holds a special meaning to him and the people who earned it.
We don't give out a lot of these, so we put a lot of thought and meaning into this award. Give life-saving awards, from time to people across the state, and this is exactly the type of situation when somebody goes out of their way to save somebody's life and putting their own life at risk. She would not be here today. So that family would be mourning the loss of their daughter, of their sister.
It was actually Deputy Dyer who wanted to give Tristan the award, saying that he did everything by the books to help save that young girl's life. Reporting from Belfast, Matthew Jaroncic, ABC 7 and Fox 22.
Well, this morning, Northern Lights C.A. Dean Hospital in Greenville reached a new milestone in the construction of its new hospital. After only a few months of construction, they celebrated the placement of the final beam on the structure of what will be the area's new facility. Marie Vinot, president of Northern Lights C.A. Dean Hospital, says part of the current facility is more than 100 years old, making everyone eager for completion of the new one. Now she hopes that new addition will allow Northern Light to support the area for the next 100 years and beyond. According to Vinot, none of this progress would have been possible without all of the generous donations from the community.
We had a total of 250 plus individual donors and a huge amount of support from the local community. So we were overwhelmed and impressed with how much the community came together to help us support this project.
Well, Tim Dentry, president and CEO of Northern Light Health, saw the pivotal moment in construction as a reminder of the tragedy of 9/11 and the progress that followed on 9/12. Dentry took a moment to memorialize the event.
Following that tragic day, millions of expressions of goodness have brought forth healing No matter what setbacks, conflicts, or troubles we may have in our country, they cannot hold a candle to the cumulative big and small acts of kindness in the days, years, and now decades that followed September 11th.
According to Northern Light Health, construction will be completed by the summer of 2023. Well, a Hudson University student that beat the odds to pursue a higher education was featured during the Women's Philanthropy Council luncheon. Carlo Rodriguez is a junior college student who found herself on the brink of homelessness during her senior year of high school. Thanks to help from a close friend's mother, she was able to secure housing and stay motivated to apply to college. Now, 3 years later, the Massachusetts native is a double major at Hudson University with a 3.4 GPA. Rodriguez and other students receiving scholarships had the opportunity to meet the very donors who contributed to their success.
Well, it's pretty special for me because I attended college on a scholarship for 4 years, and I learned how important it was.
It's very important to actually take that first step, and it's very hard to do that. But once you do that, it's easier to keep going, and in the end, you'll be happy that you did do that.
Rodriguez says she plans to become a surgeon thanks to the generosity of those who have donated to her education. Well, more than $77 million is heading to Maine for road projects in Aroostook and Washington counties. According to a statement from Senator Susan Collins' office, the projects will complete the bypass to divert large semi-trailer trucks from Presque Isle's Main Street. It will also rehabilitate 68 miles of Route 1 between Machias and Calais. The funding comes from the Infrastructure for Rebuilding America program, which leverages federal grants to help communities invest in high-priority projects to fix crumbling infrastructure. Senator Collins said in part, quote, U.S. Route 1 is a vital transportation corridor that many Mainers rely on every day to get to work, go to school, and access health care and other essential services. By supporting the next phase of the Presque Isle bypass, this funding will help keep the largest trucks off downtown streets, making it easier and safer to reach local businesses. She went on to say, by rehabilitating nearly 70 miles of Route 1 in down East Maine, this funding will reduce crashes, improve access to local communities, and the Bold Cast Scenic Byway. Alrighty, well, it's about that time, folks. Let's take a look outside. Beautiful weather once again today. What can we expect in the coming hours? For answers to that and more, let's take a first look at our forecast.
Hey Beth, thank you. Happy Friday. We made it. The weekend's here. Your first weather is brought by Goose River Farm Meat Store. And okay, let's check on temperatures and look what we did today. Highs back in the low 80s here in Bangor. 79 Millinocket, so sorry. 78 for Bar Harbor. A very comfortable day, but it even gets warmer from here with temperatures tomorrow back up in the mid-80s across the entire area. Lots of clear skies out there, brilliant sunshine all day long. There could be some dense fog in the forecast for us tonight. Overall, though, high pressure firmly in charge. This is going to give us a fantastic weekend, albeit warm, with temperatures back in the mid-80s tomorrow and Sunday. Our forecast then tonight, though, is mostly clear skies, some dense fog late, with low temperatures down near 60. Your full forecast is coming up. Beth?
Alrighty, Jeff, thanks so much. And there is more local news ahead when we come right back.
No matter who you are, being yourself can be tough when you have severe asthma. Triggers can pop up out of nowhere, causing inflammation that can lead to asthma attacks. But no matter what type of severe asthma you have, Tespire can help. Tespire is an add-on treatment for people 12 and over that proactively reduces inflammation, which means you could have fewer attacks, breathe better, and relieve your asthma symptoms. So you can be you, whoever you are. Tespire is not a rescue medication. Don't take Tespire if you're allergic to it. Allergic reactions like rash or an eye allergy can happen. Don't stop your asthma treatments unless your doctor tells you to. Tell your doctor if you have a parasitic infection or your asthma worsens. Sore throat, joint, and back pain may occur. Avoid live vaccines. By helping control your asthma, Tespire can help you be you. No matter who you are, ask your asthma specialist about Tespire today.
We're a AAA family.
We found out about AAA Insurance through a friend who had actually mentioned it a while ago. We ran the numbers, and it totally worked.
We looked at the statement for our previous insurer, and then AAA Insurance. Definitely, we've seen a huge difference.
Switch to AAA Insurance today, and you could save an average of $483 on auto insurance. Compare that to State Farm, Geico, even Allstate. Call now for your free AAA full-picture quote to find out how much you could save.
By switching over to AAA Insurance, we saved over $450. So with our savings, he bought more equipment.
More money means more practice equipment.
In his world.
Why didn't we do this earlier? Why did it take so long?
We're a AAA family now.
AAA Insurance allows us to do so much more with our kids and spend more time with them.
To find out how much you could save by switching to AAA Insurance, call 877-209-5384 for your free AAA full-picture quote today. You'll be glad you did.
On Friday, September 23rd, for the first time ever, the Tank goes live.
Let's go!
The Shark Tank Live season premiere event, Friday, September 23rd on ABC and stream on Hulu.
You're watching ABC 7 Bangor.
Welcome back. Jeff Gehrman's killing continues to attract the attention of the nation. Prosecutors now say physical evidence shows the reporter fought back against his attacker, which may have been the key to tracking down a suspect.
Jeff Gehrman's killing continues to attract attention across the nation. Prosecutors now say that physical evidence shows that the reporter fought back against his attacker, which may have been the key to tracking down a suspect.
This is for Tellis Robert.
Public Administrator Robert Tellis stands before a judge for the first time in the case of Review Journal reporter Jeff Gehrman's murder.
A conviction is likely.
Prosecutor Richard Scow asked the court to deny bond, arguing the facts of the case demanded Tellis remain behind bars, starting with the anger Tellis harbored towards Gehrman over a series of negative articles that led to him losing his re-election bid.
It ruined his political career, likely his marriage, and this was him lashing out, the defendant lashing out at the cause of the unraveling of his life at this point.
Scow says Tellis immediately attacked Gehrman upon confronting him, mounting him, and stabbing him 7 times. Tellis' arrest report indicates the 69-year-old's ability to fight back, however, may have cracked the case for police.
The DNA recovered from the victim's hands under his fingernails. They do identify the DNA as the defendant's.
The judge called Tellis' DNA discovery under Gehrman's fingernails chilling. District Attorney Steve Wolfson called the case tragic.
A respected journalist lost his life in a very brutal, meaningless way. And now we've charged Mr. Robert Tellis with the crime of open murder. And families are affected.
Wolfson explained the decision to let Tellis go back home just hours before he was arrested.
Can you tell us anything?
Saying there wasn't enough evidence during the dynamic investigative period to hold him following a voluntary interview.
There are rules and laws in place which say that a person can be detained for a certain period of time. And once that period of time is over, a decision must be made whether to formally arrest that person or release the person.
Wolfson says once DNA results came back linking Tellis to the murder, he signed off on going back to his house to make the arrest. Tellis' next court appearance is scheduled to be next Tuesday. At the Regional Justice Center, I'm Sean Delancey.
Well, back here at home, Greenville is hosting a weekend-long event that is just plain fun. Devin Dagnall has the story.
Friday, Greenville kicked off its 48th International Seaplane Fly-In. Every year since 1974, seaplanes from all over the United States and Canada come to land on Moosehead Lake and enjoy a weekend in Greenville. Attending the event is free for anyone who would like to watch the planes in action.
When the event was conceived back in the early 70s, it was designed as kind of a wind-down weekend for local seaplane operators, which were very prominent in the area. So after a long tourist season, they said, let's get together after Labor Day, have a little bit of a gathering, a little seaplane activity, banquets, those types of things. And it's just developed from there into a very large organization.
The weekend is filled with various events for both pilots and aviation enthusiasts alike to enjoy. According to Board of Directors member Keith Strange, One of the most popular contests at the fly-in is the takeoff contest. During the event, pilots are put head-to-head to see who can make the fastest and smoothest takeoff. Eric Holstrom, a pilot who flew all the way from Wisconsin, is back again after being here for last year's fly-in.
It was excellent. We had a great time. We showed up, was able to stay the weekend, and then turned it into a longer vacation, went over to Bangor and Bar Harbor and spent a week over there. So same plans for this year.
Beyond the event, Gary Norris, president of the Greenville International Seaplane Fly-In, says that the organization is also committed to inspiring and aiding the next generation of pilots.
As an international seaplane organization, we do scholarships, donations to Maine Aeronautics. We do some for the Aeronautic Cadet CAP kids, and then the University of Maine, we help with scholarships through them. That's part of our goal, is put back into the aviation community.
In Greenville, I'm Devin Dagnall, reporting for ABC7 and Fox 22.
Well, a yard sale happening in Orono this weekend has a slightly different twist. Everything is donated by students and community members, and there are no prices. Customers set their own prices, and folks are encouraged to donate whatever they can afford.
We don't want cost to be a barrier to anyone having access to goods that they need or want and will love. And so we're trying to minimize landfill waste. We're asking for people to bring donations, and then we'll find good homes for them.
Proceeds from the sale and monetary donations will go to the Wilson Center for Spiritual Exploration and Multi-Faith Dialogue and the Terrell House that serves as a hands-on living center. The yard sale at 67 Collage Avenue in Orono continues through Sunday. All right, and when we come back, week 2 of Sports Blitz kicks off tonight. Tyler Cruz is in to preview the action and more. Stay with us.
Bar Harbor Bank and Trust helps businesses succeed with commercial lending, cash management tools, and merchant services. Whether your business is growing, expanding, or evolving, we can make it happen together. Bar Harbor Bank and Trust, named one of America's best banks.
Feel the difference of alpaca apparel from the Blue Alpaca Ranch and Store in Belfast. Stop by their ranch location to interact with these amazing animals and enjoy the beautiful Maine outdoors with your very own alpaca walk. Shop in-store or online today and take advantage of their free nationwide shipping. With their incredible selection of socks, sweaters, hats, and more, experience the unique qualities that alpaca fiber brings with the Blue Alpaca. Feel the difference.
What happened between Tuesday and Friday? Jared Golden broke his promise. Tuesday, Jared Golden campaigned as an independent fighter against Biden's spending that he knew
would make inflation worse.
But 3 days later, voted for Biden's newest spending bill that will raise taxes on nearly every Mainer, nearly double the IRS. And in Jared Golden's words,
make inflation worse.
Jared Golden broke his promise to Mainers. Congressional Leadership Fund is responsible for the content of this advertising.
Hi, my name is Tony Ruda, founder of the Senior Planning Center. There isn't a week that goes by that we don't help some Medicare recipient in their Medicare programs and save them money. The Senior Planning Center has locations and agents throughout the state of Maine. So why would you want to call an 800 number out of state when the help is right here at home? Give us a call so we can help you save money and make your Medicare decisions.
Here's your chance to win a VIP trip to Times Square and $1 million live on national television. Enter Maine Lottery's First Millionaire of the Year promotion today, and you and a guest could win an exciting trip to New York City and appear on Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve. Don't miss your chance to become the next Powerball First Millionaire of the Year. The countdown is on. There's a million reasons to play. So get your Powerball ticket and enter for a chance to win.
Easier banking anywhere, anytime, with online bill pay, digital wallet, mobile deposit, and more. Whatever you're planning, saving for, or working toward, we can make it happen together. Bar Harbor Bank and Trust, named one of America's best banks.
Put a little more cash in your bank. Save money with half-off deals at foxbangor.com.
Welcome back in. Thank you for staying with us. It is finally here. The first NFL Sunday is less than 48 hours away. I can already hear the red zone music in my head already. For the Patriots, they've been down in Florida practicing all week to get acclimated to the heat before their game against the Dolphins. We don't know exactly what Miami's going to look like. Heck, we don't even know what the Patriots are going to look like yet. With no offensive or defensive coordinator, a completely new offensive system is in place for New England, and they've got a tough challenge in that first game of the season. Miami was one of the league leaders in blitz rate on defense just a year ago, so the Pats are going to have to get going on the ground to start, and communication is going to be key in protecting Mac Jones.
Yeah, I mean, communication is huge every week, but especially this week. I mean, they have a great defense. They've played a lot of football together, so they're able to communicate really well, and I know we're going to have to do the same. So, we're going to have a plan and communicate well when we get out there.
You always want to start off running the ball and establish that level of dominance and physicality. And then, of course, we just got to do our job and protect our quarterback. That's our job. So.
I am so looking forward to watching hours of football on Sunday and getting absolutely nothing done around my apartment, but it's okay, and you all have permission to do the same. Moving on now to some field hockey, we will head up to Orono at the University of Maine. Mia Borley and the Black Bears, they are hosting the first of their 2 games this weekend, looking to grab win number 2 of the year over Hofstra. In the first, Hofstra gets a good chance here, close to the goal, but Mia Borley is there for the save to keep things scoreless. Couple minutes down the road, Maine off the corner. Madison Hartley sets it up nicely for Poppy Lambert. She blasts this one into the goal. It is 1-0 Maine, and that is all the help the Black Bears would need. Look at Borley laying out for this diving stop right there. She posts the shutout, and Maine wins 1-0. All right, a big win for the Black Bears. Big showing for Borley, another shutout. They will look to improve to 3-3 on the season on Sunday afternoon against Kent State. Let's hit up some high school sports now. A busy day for it up here. Before we get into any football, let's go to some soccer, shall we? The Broncos of Hamden Academy are making the trip to Brewer to take on the Witches, and this was a great game. First half, Brewer with a great chance here. Look at this pass from Drew Hodgins, but Sam Burnham is there for the initial save. Rebound out to Hodgins, but a little too much on that one. Witches, another chance here. This one from Hodgins again, off of some nice passing, but Burnham is there again for the save. Eventually, they would get one through. It's Hodgins again, and this time on the free kick. This one's good. That makes it a 1-0 game right before half, and the Witches go on to win 3-0. All right, and that is where our high school sports coverage starts tonight, but it is far from over. It's week 2 of the Sports Blitz tonight, and we have a ton of action coming your way at 11 on ABC. After this, I am heading up to Orono as the Red Riots look to improve to 2-0 on the season. Then I'll stop in Herman for what could be the game of the week. The Hawks are taking on the Winthrop Co-op Class C North runners-up at Herman, going up against the Class D runners-up. Hawks are coming off of a big 48-13 win at MCI last week, and the Ramblers lost a thriller in overtime to Foxcroft Academy, 28-27. We'll have those highlights. We'll have highlights from 2 Class B teams coming off of big weeks, Brewer traveling to Skowhegan, and then Messalonsky versus Deering, and much, much more. You are not going to want to look away from your TV. Again, all that and more in week 2 of the Sports Blitz at 11. Alrighty, that is all the time we have here at 6. So here is Jeff Weller with your full 5-day forecast. Jeff?
All right, Tyler, thank you. Your full weather is brought to you by Varney Ford, the nice car and truck people. And okay, so let's talk about this first. Here's Earl. Winds around 100 miles per hour, well out in the Atlantic. However, it's kicking up the surf around here. Wave heights just offshore around 8 to 10 feet right now. Likely staying that way pretty much all weekend long as Earl tracks up in North Atlantic and dies a slow death up that way. For the rest, though, just a high surf to worry about tomorrow and also on Sunday. The big story, though, is going to be the temperatures, right? And some haze in the atmosphere coming from forest fires across the west this weekend could give us scenes like this, that red hue in the sky, as we have lots of smoke just to the west of us right now. That's going to kind of come through our area tonight and throughout tomorrow, likely in the upper atmosphere, so it won't mess with your breathing down here. But overall, it's getting a bit hazy out there for tonight and tomorrow and probably into Sunday morning as well. All right, temperatures today back in the 80s across our region. Here we go. It is September. I know, pinch you, right? 79 Millinocket, 78 for Greenville. A very comfortable, even warm day across our area. Little to no wind out there as well, and this trend will continue. High pressure is built in. High pressure is your friend. Sinking air, good weather. Mid-80s tomorrow and also for Sunday before some changes get in here on Monday afternoon. All right, so out there now, again, this thing is on, but it's just no clouds across the region. Lots of clear skies across the state, giving us fantastic weather all day long. In fact, this is what high pressure looks like, right? It's kind of centered right about here over parts of New York. That's going to slowly drift to the east. As it does so, we'll get on the back side of it tomorrow, have a southeast breeze that could give us even warmer temperatures back in the mid-80s tomorrow and also for Sunday. Let's walk you through. So tonight, dense fog is back in the forecast again. I know, we're getting used to that, right? By the time tomorrow morning, burning off pretty quickly. And then overall, throughout the day tomorrow, lots of sunshine once again. A very nice day tomorrow. Fog again tomorrow night, followed by another nice day for Sunday. And press repeat into Monday before our next chance for rain gets in here finally late Monday into Tuesday. Our forecast then for tonight, though, is mostly clear skies. Some dense fog is likely again well after midnight. Look for low temperatures down near 55, but a couple of you could hang out near 60 this evening. For tomorrow, here we go. Lots of sunshine, and this is not normal. Average high being 72, 73. We're going to go for mid-80s tomorrow under plenty of sunshine. Bring your sunglasses tomorrow with a light northwest breeze. And then looking ahead, your 5-day forecast shows tomorrow lots of sunshine. Sunday lots of sunshine, 84. Monday, 81. So a bit cooler, but hardly noticeable, right? But then here's Tuesday, a couple of showers across the area with high temperatures back in the 70s. Beth?
Alrighty, that weekend is still looking pretty dandy. Good to see. And there's still more to come after the break. Stay with us.
Jason Aldean. Rock and Roll Cowboy Tour 2022. Presented by Wolf Moon Bourbon. Saturday, September 10th, Maine Savings Amphitheater, Bangor, Maine, with Tracy Lawrence. Time marches on. And John Morgan. If I didn't love. ACM Artist of the Decade, Jason Aldean. Let's get this thing started. It's my kind of. On sale now at waterfrontconcerts.com or ticketmaster.com.
We're here today to set the record straight about Dupuytren's contracture. Surgery is not your only treatment option.
People may think their contracture has to be severe to be treated, but it doesn't.
Visit findahandspecialist.com today to get started.
Hey, it's Eric from Green Bear 420. We've been in business since 2010 and going strong, so stop in and check us out. We specialize in glass art by over 100 local artists and even have live glass blowing. Plus, we carry incense, novelties, t-shirts, and hard-to-find items. We have tons of local products for the tie-dye wearing person in your circle of friends. Come see us at 531 Moosehead Trail in Newport. And remember, Green Bear 420, it's not just a store, it's a lifestyle.
Molly.
Hey, John.
Your car's all set to go.
Good. Have a good one. Hey, John.
Hi, Molly.
Good. Good to see you.
Good to see you, too. Hey, Molly.
Hey, John. How are you?
Good.
Come on in.
We're your neighbor, your friend, your banker. Skowhegan Savings.
Last year, I cracked Biden's aggressive spending agenda. Now, I'm delivering on common sense reforms that are good for America, like lowering prescription drug prices for thousands of Maine seniors, preventing healthcare costs from spiking on working families, and opening up oil and gas production to lower fuel costs, while reducing the deficit by hundreds of billions of dollars. I'm Jared Golden, and I approve this message because Maine common sense is back on the table in Washington.
Tonight, the Queen's 70-year legacy, mourning and celebrating the historic life and global impact of Britain's longest reigning monarch. More Americans turn to World News Tonight with David Muir, the most watched program on all of television.
Finally tonight, if you're looking for a little fun this weekend, the 69th Annual Clinton Lions Fair is underway. The agricultural fair features events like a pig scramble, tractor pulls, midway exhibits, and, of course, a pie-eating contest. Clinton Lions President Sean Buck says it's a very family-oriented event with something for everyone.
Dairy capital of Maine,
And we set up an education center for the kids. There's interaction for them as well over there to teach them about the dairy industry and where food comes from.
There's a good agricultural fair. It's close by, and the food is great.
Through Sunday, which is Bracelet Day, with unlimited rides for $25. Proceeds benefit the Clinton Lions Club and their community projects. That is a seriously cute bunny right there. So step on out to the Clinton Lions Fair if you have the time this weekend. Alrighty, folks, well, that is going to do it for us. From everyone here at ABC 7 News, take care and have a great rest of your night and a great weekend as well.